Hello,
Bro, what's good?
how are you?
I'm good, man. I was just talking about when I met you when I was living up in DC. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah. Facts. I remember.
Yeah, now I was just saying how this had to been like a year or two ago. I remember just hearing about you all around the DMV, and I was like, man, I got to meet this dude. And we met and we broke bread. And shoot, I think you was like 15 at the time, man.
Mm,
Yeah,
fact, fact,
and
fact, fact, fact.
look at you now, man. I'm super proud of you, bro.
I appreciate that. Thank you, man.
Uh,
I'm just working, trying to get better every day.
yeah, nah, you definitely been doing your thing. 2020 has been a pretty wild year so far. But what were you working on before everything kind of shut down?
That Confused album I just dropped. Everybody go get that.
Yeah.
But I always I like to be working on the next project before I drop one project, if you get what I mean. So I always been in the studio. I'm in the studio right now. So, it's a process that never really stops. I'm always working, making music.
Nah, no doubt, bro. No doubt. Let's talk about the Confused Project. I thought it was dope. Why did you decide on that name?
Uh, I just, I've explained to a couple people, it was a little rough period, the highs and lows, the peaks, and, the bottom of, I say, my life. So, my music throughout that whole period, the happy, the sad music, the angry, all of that, came together to make that project. So that's why I named it that.
No doubt. How long did it take you to make that? I know you say you're always working ahead. How long did it take you to make it, and when did you work on it?
I mean, them songs is from a span from literally June 2019 to probably like February 2020. So, a lot of these songs is like old a little bit to me. You feel me? New
Yeah.
to them, but old to me. So, you feel me? That's what it was. I got a lot of songs in the vault, like 200. So, man, so man, that's just how the project came about, to say the least.
Nah,
I'm working on another one right now.
no doubt. What can we expect from the next project?
I think I want to do an all rap project next. I don't know if I'm too for sure on that, but I know a lot of my supporters, like the rapping because that's what I started off doing. So I think I might, tap into that a little bit. I think that's, I
Okay.
think that's, I think that's what I'm gonna do next. So.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, are you gonna have any features on the next one? Because this project was all you.
No. I had two features on there. It was Zaman and Shabazz on there.
Oh,
But
that's right.
yeah, the next project, you feel me? I'm gonna have big features on there, like real big features. I ain't gonna say too much, but I've already been working, since last year. I got something involved, but I just wanted to let this one, center really around me. But this next one, it's gonna have a lot of names that people's been looking for and they like seeing. So, everybody got to be on the lookout for that.
Okay, okay. Now, a few songs that stuck out to me was "The Road," "Imani," and "Blessings in Disguise." I really like that one because you opened up on that. How'd that song come about?
The blessings in disguise one.
Yeah.
So that hook, I say, it's just, the word, well, the phrase blessings in disguise, I guess means something that, necessarily didn't seem good at first, but, ended up being good in the long run, if you understand what I mean by that.
Hmm.
So, that's the story of a lot of situations and predicaments I'm in, I feel me. Everything seems bad at first, but God ended up pulling through at the end. So, that one was like about maybe like a girl. I won't say too much, but like about a girl, and you feel me.
Okay.
I feel like I liked them more than they liked me. You feel me in the situation. That's what the characters are saying in that song. I like them more than they like me. So I was hoping that the pain that she was gonna bring me from that, you feel me, turned into something good at the end of the day. So yeah, that's where it came from.
I think most of us have been in a situation like that at one time or another.
Facts.
But I want to also talk about the 495 record. that you, IDK, Rico Nasty, Big Flock, Big Jam, and Weezy was on. Obviously, the record was for Kevin Durant Showtime special, Basketball County in the Water. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
how did it come about? Because that's a big record that you have everybody or a bunch of artists that are from PG County.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, so Big Flock, Rico, Nasty, IDK, all of them. I've been on them, from personal situations, but on that specific record, IDK called me out. He literally picked me up from my house, took
Oh
me to the
wow.
studio. I heard some of the other artists on there. We all had longer verses, but he cut them, picked the best parts of everybody's verse, put it together and made a masterpiece. So that's how that record came about for real.
Man, so when you heard the finished product, what did you think?
I loved it. You feel me? For me, I loved it. I appreciated the opportunity to be on Kevin Durant's documentary.
Yeah,
I always love working, with friends, that I genuinely have relationships with. So, it was all a win-win situation to say the least.
absolutely. So when I lived up in the DMV, I actually stayed in Capitol Heights. So I stayed in PG County. So when the record came out, I thought it was big because I met all of y'all while I lived up there, except for
Mm,
Flock because he was still sitting down then.
correct.
But what do you think is behind the emergence of all the artists and rappers that are coming out of PG County, and not only coming out of that area, but repping that area? Because a lot of times in the past it'd be like people would rep DC, but they wouldn't really talk about PG County.
I mean, I just know it's a lot of creativity and passion, coming out from here. I've had a chance to meet with various upcoming artists, and I can see through a lot of them, they really got the hunger for it, and I would say if we didn't have such a crab in the barrel mentality, we would be up there with LA and New York and Atlanta. But it's coming. I have faith in it. I got faith that a spotlight will soon come on the area. But everybody just got to keep working harder.
I agree, man. The talent is definitely there, and I 100% agree with your statement. Once you guys really gel, it's a wrap.
Correct. Correct.
For real, man. So what's the second half of the year look like for you? Are you gonna put? You say you're gonna put out like a rap project. Do you plan on putting that out this year or next year?
This year I'm gonna drop real soon. Within the next 2 months, 1 month. That's coming real soon for them people. And that's why I say everybody be on the lookout. Again, some features gonna be on there, some big names, some nice producers, all of that's gonna be there. So, that's 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 on the way. That's all I can say.
Yeah, no doubt, my brother. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up with this. Obviously, 2020 has been, it's been a wild year between the pandemic and then obviously a lot of us going to the streets fighting for um, equality
Correct.
and justice. How has 2020 affected you so far as like anything that you've realized about yourself, anything that you've changed about yourself, or anything that you've like kind of self-reflected on?
I mean, I think I can say for everybody, speak for everybody. Saying 2020 has been a hard year, from Kobe Bryant, to the coronavirus, how devastating that was. I know many people affected by that to, the death of George Floyd and this whole, protest that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's been a hard year, and that's why, like, even though I'm really focused on music, I'm not really too worried because I know sometimes, there's bigger issues at hand. There's other things that need attention. Like right now, I haven't really dropped any music recently because I want to, shine light or give attention to the things that really matter right now. So, yeah, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. Like I said, I got work coming on the way. Everything is everything, and I'm blessed to say the least.
Well, bro, I'm super proud of you, man. Once again, congratulations on all the success.
Thank
Congratulations
you.
on your deal, and I really feel like the sky's the limit for you. So keep doing what you're doing.
God bless you. I appreciate that.
All right, man. Be easy.
All right.